A lot of people on YouTube are probably self-employed, people with disability checks, people who probably do have 9 to 5 jobs, go to work probably every day. Those are the same people that send you money. Those are the same people that's funding your lifestyle. Those are the same people that you called out the other day, and now you telling everybody to go to their 9 to 5 and be like F the world and fuck them dusty bitches and your deliverance is wrong, sweetheart. And who am I to tell you about your deliverance? I ain't nobody. I ain't nobody. I don't have 84,000 subscribers. But if I did, I have 84,000 subscribers. I wouldn't do what you're doing. See, because you can be great. We all can. However, you are destroying your platform. And I don't think nobody should be arguing online about nothing and nobody. I know, yeah, it's content creating, it's petty, it's entertaining for some people, but it's a lot of people lifestyles. You know what I'm saying? It's the way that a lot of y'all eat. But then you got to think about it. The information that you put out is the reason everybody is talking. Your actions is causing reaction. You can't get mad because people are expressing what they see about you. See, the thing about narcissists do not take accountability. A narcissist will make you think that you are wrong, will make you turn around and make it look like you the one that's doing something wrong. But I'm here to tell you, we can't have the narcissist over here. We know what to tell a narcissist to get off. But one thing about it, you shouldn't argue with one. I'm not. You will never argue and win an argument with a narc. It's not worth it. It is not worth it to be arguing with a narc. And for you to sit up here and say, you know, I had a friend and we stopped talking and, you know, blah, 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 blah. I can tell when somebody don't watch my videos. It's just certain words that you say that you wasn't saying, and I'm catching the words you saying, and I'm like, why is this sounding like me? Why is this sounding like something I talked about? Go on. You can remix. Remix it, baby. Remix it. I don't care. Cause what you eat don't make me shit. And what I eat don't make you shit. So get your bread. And everybody else gonna do what they gotta do. Whether they talking bad, whether they talking good, people gonna say and do what they want. Same thing for you. You feel me? It is what it is. So at the end of the day, this is Miss T. Always talking my shit. Gonna pop my shit. And if anybody got something they want to say, just say, check me. If I'm wrong, call me out. But bitch, you better call me out right. And see, and let me say this. When I say bitch, that's just a New Orleans thing. That's just how we talk. So if you can't handle that, then close your ears and move around. Move around. Because I ain't about to change how I talk for nobody. I don't give a fuck where we at. Now, you can say, how she cussing and she be scripturing and speaking of God and whatever. I don't hear that. Cause the first curse words I heard in the Bible was an ass. And didn't Jesus say that word? Or God? Because it's God and Jesus. Jesus Christ. And then he said the B word. He called that to a dog. Or was he a woman? Oh. So, how we know the word's bad? But I'm not going to abuse them. Not like that. I'm not gonna get on here and be like, tell them dusty bitches. Nah, 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 nah. Lord, that sounded like. But I'ma be quiet. With that being said, this is Miss T talking to you as usual on the assignment, and right now there is no lesson. Cause this me right here today, sitting in the car. Chilling, being nosy. I ain't minding my business because I had to go pick up my prescriptions. Had to go get my prescriptions. Yes, all of these prescriptions. Yeah. You know, some people really be going through stuff. People be sick and y'all be thinking people just playing. But right now, I'm just using YouTube. I like YouTube. I like talking on YouTube. I love doing my videos on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, I just feel like I'm just documenting. I feel like this is my diary. You know what I'm saying? And it's like an open diary to where I could just talk about what I want to talk about, or minister, like when I go into ministry mode, or if that, something just pop on my mind or on my heart, I talk about it. I know a lot of people probably be like, she don't never get on the videos of short face. For what? I don't have to, because people be examining ya, trying to see what you got going on. She ain't got no makeup on. She ain't got no lip gloss on. She ain't got her hair done. She this, she that. Like, what the hell? Like, it is what it is. I'm just chilling today. And I can feel like how I want to feel. If I want to come on here with my hair all over my head. I mean, some people do it all the time. Like, but my mama always said, and even when I was growing up in church, my auntie, the pastors used to be like, don't you leave the house looking no any kind of way. Don't you go out that house with them slippers on. Don't you go out the house with that bonnet on. Of course, if I'm gonna wear a bonnet, it's gonna be probably inside or in, on my porch. But to just be going outside with headscarves and bonnets on, this ain't no headscarf. Like, this is one of them little things. I just pulled it down because I don't want to mess my hair up. I got things to do later on. And so I'm just making sure that my hair is laying around, and then I'll do the rest later on. But it is what it is. But like I said, yeah, deliverance is everything, y'all. And sometimes we really just be trying to give people the benefit of the doubt. I don't think nobody trying to be messy. I don't think people trying to, provoke others. I don't think people trying to bully. I don't think people trying to intimidate. But I do see a lot of manipulation. I see a lot of people be throwing their weight around. I get it. I see it. You know what I'm saying? But baby, I ain't never scared. I ain't never scared. I don't think nobody on here scared. But I ain't. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, if anybody feel a need to want to call Miss T out, hey, we can do that. We can talk. Baby, we can go live and we can talk. For real. We can talk. Cause I'm over the subliminal messages. Like, at this point, I'm kind of over the subliminal messages because, babies, put a name on it. It ain't respected if it ain't directed. And I've said many of times who I've been talking about. So, like I said, if you call it out, do it in a respectful way. If you come over here playing with me, trying to charge me up, think twice. Think twice. But I, just wanted to stress that you don't have to do that. You don't have to get online and do what you did earlier, girl. Like, oh my God. You got the people like, what the world? Like, cause while your video was on, I had my neighbor in the car and she was like, who is that? Then I said, oh, that's this lady named DoorDash. She said, what's wrong with her? She sure sound mental. Oh, man, somebody made her mad. I'm like, I don't even know. I just cut the dog on YouTube up and then boom. You popped up on the screen. I guess that's how my phone is set for notifications. I don't know. But you just pop up every time a video. All my videos just generate on my phone. And I'm confused as to why we coming on here with all the cursing all of a sudden. You can do what you want, but that's gonna be brand new for your audience. How they gonna accept you doing all of that? The old people, the older generation, baby, the elders. They're looking at you like, honey, you ain't gotta do all that, baby. We love you just the way you are. You don't have to change. You don't have to impress nobody. We love you, DoorDash. But then you like, I'm tired of them playing with me. I'm going to show you better than I could tell you. Ain't nobody gonna... And see, the thing is, you're taking it and you trying to make it look like it's about the 9 to 5, but I'm telling y'all, I'm reading in between the lines. She's talking about everybody on YouTube. She's not talking about nobody on no fucking job. You are literally talking about the people on YouTube. And I'm not going to get mad or angry because, like I said, you can voice what you want, say what you want. But Dusty, I haven't seen too many dusty people on YouTube that been talking about you. And I don't think people that's going to work is dusty either because they do have a dress code. Who goes to work to make friends? Don't you supposed to go to work, do your job, and go home? So, like I said, if it's not directed, it's not respected, I'm gonna need you to literally stress what you're talking about because we're not understanding why you're fussing and why you're cursing, and we don't like that about you, DoorDash. And that's how you be looking all weird and shit. And I get why people calling you out. Because you be doing shit to make people talk. You be looking for attention. Just keep it a buck. That's what it is. You have people calling you out. And you mad because people talking. And now you want to use the 9 to 5 as a way to talk about what you want to talk about to who you want to talk about it to. Say what you got to say. You grown, right? But you mad with the wrong people. Maybe it's time for you to be mad with yourself, little narky. With that being said, again, this is Miss T talking T on the assignment. And I ain't got no lesson today. I'm just popping my collar, talking my shit. Gonna run my mouth.